So, I know I should brush my hair in the morning, but I don't. I wake up thinking. Last night was weird. So, this is kind of good. I can stretch my face out and I look kind of young. I think I'll do this. Maybe this is the way I'll... Let me figure this out. Maybe I could tie my face up in the back. Now I look younger. Oh well, let me get back on the story. Last night, I was looking up stuff. When I woke up yesterday, the Spirit, I say God told me. Some people must think that's really weird, depending on where you come from. But you know what? I think God lives in me, and He tells me stuff, and so I say God told me. You can call it whatever you want. You can, who knows? However, back to the story. So, my spirit told me, look at ancestry and look at the timeline. Those are things that are bugging me. Ancestry, timeline, right? So I come in here yesterday and I go, all right, ancestry, I'll do that. I pull ancestry up and then I think, wait, my grandfather's book. I'll look at that. That might have a clue. So I pull it out of my bookshelf, right? I ordered this when I started working on Ancestry and found out that my direct ancestry is William Jones from Wales. And Clarence Ball, or Richard Ball, from England, Scotland, kind of, my grandma's side. But they were both very famous, and both sides of my family played vital roles. I mean, my grandparents were buried in the church in Jamestown, if that tells you anything, right? Okay, so William Jones wrote this. So the reason I haven't read it, I'm kind of embarrassed to say, is because it's written in that, you know, where they make the S's look like F's. You know what I mean? You can see it's not easy. So I knew I had to get to it. So I'm looking in there and it goes, all rites ordained in the Veda, oblations to fire and solemn sacrifices pass away. But that which passes not away is declared to be the syllable Om, thence called Akara, since it is a symbol of God, the Lord of created beings. What about that? Yeah, I thought he was Catholic. So, do you know how many years I did yoga? And instead of saying, I said, Jesus. We've been so screwed up and screwed over. Yep, we don't know what ends up. We can. If you're a Jesus fan, you're practicing the Vedas from India. Yeah, how about that? Now, next part of the story. So I'm sitting here. I got this, so I did my discovery yesterday about, downloaded a ton of articles from the Wayback Machine and archives on the beginning of Christianity, which has its roots in, Buddhism. So after that, I had kind of an okay day, but I was up really late I'm always trying to reconcile how to share this in a way that people will get what they need, but it won't hold them back, which is not my problem. I get that, but I'm always responsible for everybody. That's what's in my makeup. I guess from being the oldest of a bunch of kids, I wasn't nice, but I felt responsible, and I always have, and I always probably will. So that's my deal. That's where I'm at. I gotta live with that. Okay, so I'm on the thingy last night. What am I looking at? I'm gonna find it. Okay, I looked up that the Vedas were introduced to the Jews. I'm trying to remember what I was reading. At any rate, all of this came about when Robert, or maybe Richard Ball, B-A-L-L, wrote a book about heaven. Now, so I look up the book, right? First thing I think is, oh my gosh, I have an old book right here. Maybe it's in there. And I thought about Charles Fort. So, I better bring you over here. So I think about Charles Fort, right? I mean, yeah. So I get this book and I open it up. I just opened it up to where it lay. That's what I always do. Oh, look there. Do you see where the black check mark is? I put that last night at about 1 a.m. when I opened this book up to this page, Sir Robert Ball in the Story of Heavens. That's how this whole thing has been going. Every step of the way, I've been anointed to do this. There's no question. It falls together like